to a Butterfly by William Wordsworth. Okay. So here in the first stanza you can see like as I told you, the narrator is a grown-up person, the poet itself, like he had been watching that butterfly for half an hour, and that butterfly was sitting motionless on a yellow flower. So he talks to it as if as just like a human being. That's why it is personified here. Personification is used here, and it is personified. Like I have watched you now a full half an hour, self-poised upon that yellow flower, means that it has got its own confidence upon that yellow flower. And little butterfly, indeed I know not if you sleep or feed. Okay, so he is telling, like, like that butterfly, he cannot understand, he was not able to understand whether it has slept or whether it is still feeding, whether it is still sucking the nectar from that flower, because it is motionless. How motionless, not frozen seas. So that motionless nature of that butterfly, it is compared to that of frozen seas, more motionless. Okay, again he was using that word, that exclamation mark. It is revealing how much he is exclaimed at that creature's ability to stay still. So here you can see the use of metaphor, because the butterfly is compared to that of a frozen sea without the use of like or as. And he is asking, he informs the butterfly of the joy it will experience when the breeze comes and it lifts off again. What joy awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees and calls you forth again. So here you can see the rhyme scheme like A, B, B, C, D, C, C, D. This is the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Now, in the second stanza, he turns from the butterfly to himself and to his own memories. So he mentioned this orchard as ours. This plot of orchard ground is ours. My trees, they are my sister's flowers. So he mentions, like, the flowers belong to his sister and the trees belong to him. Now again you can see the use of personification when he says, here rest your wings when they are weary, and here lodge as in a sanctuary. So he is asking the butterfly to rest its wings there if it is tired, and ask him to come to rest as if it is in a sanctuary. So sanctuary, it is mentioned as like a safe place where people or animals are given shelter. Nevertheless, he invites the butterfly to come to his sanctuary anytime and fear no wrong. Come to us often, fear no wrong. That's what he says. He asks the butterfly to sit on a bough and listen as he and his sister talk about summertime's past days when they were young. And one day seemed as long as 20 do now. Okay, so here it is like, here again he is talking about, like, we will talk of sunshine. He is asking them to talk about, to listen to the talk where they used to talk about the sunshine. We will talk of sunshine, and then of song, then of summer days when we were young, and sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. Again in the last line he is telling, like, that one day it seemed like 20 days. Time is lagging, time is not moving fast now. Again you can see the rhyme scheme pattern as A, B, B, C, D, C, 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 D. That is a rhyme scheme pattern in the second stanza. Now, the theme or the central idea of the poem is like the speaker is a grown-up person who looks back to his childhood days. The sight of a butterfly reminds him of the pleasant childhood days. So what are the poetic devices used here? Poetic devices means the devices that are used by a poet in order to attract its readers. Same like literary devices, when it is used in a poem, we call it as poetic devices. And otherwise it can be called as figures of speech also. In this poem we can notice metaphor and personification also. I have explained it along with the stanza wise explanation. So here we can see metaphor and personification. Personification means it is giving human qualities to animals or objects, to non-human things. Like the stars winked at me. So here the human quality of winking is given to a non-human, that is the stars. Okay, now there are many examples of personification given here. You can read it yourself, like the wind howled at night. So howled at night here, it is like howling, which is again, it is a human quality or something is given to wind. Traffic seemed to crawl. The book was so popular it flew off the shelves. So again, these things, like, so not necessary, like sometimes it can be, it cannot be uh, uh, it is not necessary that it will be of human quality only. Sometimes it can be different also. Okay, but like something that of animals we are giving it to a non-living thing, it can also belong to personification, but normally we call it as like human attributes to non-human thing. Then there is use of metaphor, like when it was compared to that motionless butterfly compared to that of a frozen sea. Here metaphor means comparing things without the use of like or as. So here you can see that as it is in the picture. Simile is like you are skinny as a ray. So that is simile because there is a use of as there. When you say like, you are a mountain, I'm comparing yourself to a mountain, but I'm not using the word like or as. That is called a metaphor. So we will upload the notes of this poem also. Please go through it. Thank you.